All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Monday evening. It is about 9:10 p.m. as I'm recording this. I have moved into my new recording studio slash painting den slash 3D printing room. It was my son's playroom, but he just wasn't using it, and I was getting too cramped in my game room slash man cave, and I need more room. So I have confiscated this room, and moving forward, this will be where I record Mr. Mean Paints and my 3D printing journey as I'm getting ready to start that. Good news, Uniformation sent me an email earlier this afternoon telling me that my kit, my Uniformation GK2 printer, sonic wash, and curing station were in Illinois. So it's on its way. So hopefully I'll have it later this week. So this is just kind of a test of the rig to just see how everything's going. I'm actually on my painting table, which is where we'll be doing our painting and stuff like that. And then the 3D rig is off to my right, your left as you're watching it. And I'll do a video on all that. But tonight I just wanted to look at some of the miniatures for Malifaux as my friend Nick, my new friend Nick, him and I are getting into Malifaux. I'm going to move this light here to give us a little more light. Yeah, so much better. So this is one of the Malifaux miniatures. You can see I've given it a little bit of a Zenithal Prime. I painted the face, and I've still got to do this. I'll do basically slap chop on this with contrast paints or Army Painter speed paints and some of my Duncan Rhodes Too Thin coats. I'm a big fan of the Duncan Rhodes Too Thin coats. This is the other guy from that faction. As you can see, it came out pretty good. He's pretty much done. He's a little shiny for my take, and I went a little heavy on the wash. There's a matte finish on here. I think I might have to give it another coat because it just looks a little bit on the shiny side. So I'm going to give it another coat of matte wash, and then I'm going to dry brush the ground, the gravel. I painted this one quite a while ago, and I didn't give it much thought, but Malifaux is mostly on like cobblestone streets. I mean, you can play in the swamp, the bayou and stuff, but so the broken rocks was probably not the best choice for a base. And then I'll paint these bases black, or what I might do is paint these bases purple and then paint the other faction's bases white because they're the medical crew or whatever. But as you can see, came out pretty good. I mean, all things considered. Might do a little highlight on his wraps there and maybe touch his horns up a little bit. But I think he came out pretty good. I got some nice highlighting on his dagger there. And then, of course, his shotgun is pretty solid. So, and his belt buckle, I did a little silver highlight on the belt buckle. You can see it pretty good there. So, overall, happy. These are the new Red Grass Game wider bases as opposed to the old ones. I really like them because it allows you to get your finger under there and kind of gives you a grip. And as you turn it around, you kind of got to feel. So, and of course the old paint. I think this is the original painting handle, and then we came out with the new one, which is this one. Yep, this one has a magnet built into the bottom of it. You can't see it, but there's the new topper, and then of course here's the other guy. I don't remember the names of these guys, and I have to go download their cards. I went with a heavy wash. And then, of course, I did silver on their goggles. They're all wearing some sort of goggles, except for the nurse. He's got some sort of like chainsaw, some weird thing. But I think I'm going to paint his tie black just to be a little bit of contrast, or maybe make his tie match his shoes because he's wearing loafers. But overall, I used I think it's pale flesh, pale sand. Which one is it? It is, I'll tell you in just a second if I can find it. Not hardened leather, and of course, I can't find it now that I want it. Where is that? Oh, it was Sand Golem is what I used. And I thought it came out pretty good. And then I did a heavy wash of the Games Workshop, Seraphim Sepia, I believe it was. Or it's the more reddish one. I can't remember which one it is. I have it over here, but of course I can't find it when I need it. And of course I did rearrange some stuff. I got all my painting racks out now. I got my Duncan Rhodes paint rack out. So hopefully the camera quality is a little bit better. I think the goggles came out amazing. He's got a little bit of dirt there on his face because these guys are wacko. So I kind of like the just the grim, dirty look of them, and their gloves. They're all wearing gloves. So I think I am going to paint that tie black, though. I think that will be fun. And then the rest of that crew, and I can't remember who these guys are. If you know, put them down in the comments. I think this is the main doctor, and he's got his lab coat on. His gloves. Again, I got the eyes nice and silver. He's got a little bit of a mohawk there. I got to do the strap going around his head because under the camera you can really see. I guess on the tabletop it doesn't really matter. I put some silver on the needle, but it really doesn't show up that well. I was thinking of painting this part of the actual syringe. I was going to paint it like a neon green just to make it look like some goop is in there. But overall, very happy with it. Just came out real nice. Again, contrast paints or speed paints from Army Painter. I really like him. He's very dirty and grungy, which is what I wanted. And for the tabletop to teach people how to play Malifaux, this is more than adequate. Here's the nurse, which I thought she came out pretty good too. I really liked her stance and again the boots, her shoes with the white linen stockings that are slightly dirty, and her little leather bag with goodies. She's carrying something which we don't know what it is. The straps came out pretty nice. I got to do something with her hair. I don't want to leave it white, but I think I'm kind of tempted to leave it white. I kind of want there we go. For some reason, it just doesn't want to focus on that white. But as you can see, maybe just a thin wash of like maybe Agrax Earthshade or something would just give her hair a little color. It might be all we need. But again, very happy with how these turned out. And this one is my favorite. He's just a thug. But I think he looks amazing. The silver on his goggles came out nice. His hair is nice, and I got to change his hair. Probably going to make him a ginger, give him some red hair, since he's got a very pale skin tone. And then I'm going to flex some blood. I also want to all those syringes around his waist. I want to paint the needles silver down there to the very bottom. But definitely a very grungy, dirty look to the miniature, which is exactly what I was going for. His boots look awesome. I got a little touch up right there. I wore off some of the paint, but as you can see, everything looks dirty, and that's the look I was going for. So I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I want to touch up his mask a little bit, and then maybe give him a ginger hair, or maybe just again some Agrax or Nuln oil, maybe Nuln oil to just give some contrast to his hair because it kind of bleeds in with the rest of the model. And then I think I'm going to take some blood for the blood god, and I'm going to sprinkle it on here and get it on his hands and his gloves and stuff. And I'm going to do that for all of these guys, except maybe the nurse. I kind of want to leave the nurse. I think she's creepy just the way she looks. I mean, just with that little bag of goodies there that she's got. I need to touch up her thumb. I see it's awful white there. So that's the bad guys, so to speak. And then you already saw the one guy. You also saw the lady with the gun. And then there's the two like demonettes. These guys are creepy. And again, I think they came out pretty good. I did a heavy coat of wash on them. The purple wash, whatever it is from Games Workshop. I thought it came out really good. I want to paint their horns a dark brown, or a light brown, I should say. And I got a dry brush to the base. But these are definitely my buddy Nick, my new friend Nick. I just met him over the weekend. I went and met him at the coffee shop, and I have this standing thing. I thought this guy came out really good. I mean, they've just got that weird look. So I wanted to get some paint down, which I did over the weekend, and I felt good about it, and pretty excited about it. I gotta maybe touch up his little T-shirt underneath. Maybe I'll make it black or something. I just realized that, and then, like I said, some Nun oil on his hair, just to make it stick out a little bit more. But I think these models are great. I really like them. I met Nick, and he's really into Malifaux as well. He doesn't have anybody to play with, and so we finally found each other on the Level Up Discord, and we are going to play some Malifaux. So just wanted to get a video out tonight. Give a shout out to Nick. Thank you for taking the time to meet up with me, and hopefully we can start doing some gaming and maybe having a hobby night. He's got kids as well as I do, so it's hard to get together and do things and coordinate. So, but very excited for stuff coming down the line. Like I said, when the printer gets here, I'll do some more. I'll do more videos. Want to definitely get some painting in maybe tomorrow night. Now that the rig looks like it's working, like I said, really happy to see that everything is coming out good. I like that dirt on his. He's just crazy. I think I'm gonna put a little Agrax Earth shade underneath, around his teeth, just to make him kind of stick out a little bit, because I do believe there's some texture on his teeth. I love the goggles though. The mask came out really good. So definitely pretty excited about that. I could probably put some shade on that neck vein too, make it pop. And that tie, I think making that tie black or a dark brown is going to be solid too. So, guys, that was just a quick update. I didn't want to go too long. We're just over 12 minutes, so I wanted to pop out a video and just say thanks for sticking with me. There's more to come for painting on this journey, and I'm looking forward to it. So, as always, like and subscribe. Help Mr. Mean out. There's more to come from this channel, and we're going to do some 3D printing. You're going to come along that journey with me, and then we're going to get better at painting miniatures, because painting miniatures is a learned skill. Barring any physical disabilities or learning disabilities, everyone can paint. It is a skill that the more you do it, the better you get at it. And so let's get better together, guys. All right, peace and hair grease. As always, Mr. Mean says, be nice, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.